So all of this has to go into the car. So for roadside emergency, we have this portable bank, which we will use with our lunchbox to warm up the food. Hopefully we don't have to use it, but this is the tire repair kit. We also have a emergency light. Alright. These are some fuel additive. And also took propane heating for any emergency. Okay. And from Canadian Tire, we got the Motormaster roadside emergency kit. Okay. Alright. So we are taking a 25-liter gas can for emergency, and all the emergency tool, the propane, the heater, roadside emergency kit, tire pressure inflator over here. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. And food easily accessible from this side, including the lunch box. And how to power up the lunch box? We have the battery bank over here. So we are going to charge our warm up our food from this battery bank, and once we are done, charge it up from the AC outlet over here. Seems like we are all set. Space is comfortable enough so that we can take a nap. Now this is going to be a non-stop road trip all the way to Calgary. Assalamu alaikum. So we have started our journey. It's 12:28 now. It's 2 hours behind from our planned start time, which was 10 a.m. So this is going to be a non-stop drive all the way to Calgary. We are not going to stop for any overnight breaks. It's about 41 hours drive, with the short breaks that we are going to take in between for gas, for food, for prayer. That accounts to almost about 8 to 9 hours of breaks. So our total travel time will become about 49 hours. So we are all packed up with food, with roadside emergency stuff, God forbid, and inshallah, if everything goes well, we will reach Calgary sometime around 22nd, which is 2 days from now, early in the morning, about like 9 or 10 a.m. We are using Ontario 511 app, Manitoba 511 app, Alberta 511 app, and Saskatchewan also has its own website but doesn't have any app like Manitoba and Ontario. So those apps give you the live update and condition of the highways. It will help to prepare us if we need to take any detour or we have to forcefully stay overnight. I was a bit worried today because last night from midnight till 8 a.m. this morning, and this is 20th December, for almost 8 hours, about 250 kilometers of the Trans-Canada Highway 17 was closed due to sudden snow, heavy snow. That was about 50 kilometers from Sault Ste. Marie all the way to White River. So that whole patch of highway was closed. Stay closed by the time we reach there, which would be midnight today. There's a history on that highway. think this year February or last year February, that same patch of highway was closed for 4 days. Alhamdulillah, it got opened 8 a.m. this morning, and it seems like it's getting cleaned up. That Ontario 51 highway also Ontario 511 app also shows you what is the status of the highway over there. Like if it is fully covered with snow or it's partially covered. It also shows you all the snow plow that's cleaning up the road, in which direction. So that's really a good tool. Up with food, 300 watt battery bank to provide us with DC power or the AC power as well, which we will be using to warm up our food using our electric lunchbox. We could use that with the AC outlet of the car, but I chose not to do it for any sort of electrical issue. I don't want the fuse of this car to get impacted by it. Rather, it would go over the battery, and the battery will get charged later on from the car itself. We have strategized our trip with some short breaks about every 200 to 300 kilometers. And we are planning to take our next break in Barrie. Until then, goodbye for now. So we just took a brief stop at Barrie en route for getting refreshed and also completing our Dhuhr and Asr prayer. We are still, seems like quite behind, but hopefully we'll try to catch up later on. So the next stop now is after 41 minutes at Wolf Energy. It's a First Nation gas station, quite cheap compared to GTA, almost 20 cents. So I'll fill up my gas tank, which is going to be almost more than half empty by the time I reach there, and also fill up the 25-liter gas can that I brought with me for any emergency. We are behind by 2 to 3 hours, which we have to catch up. Regardless, hopefully the northern roads are open until we cross Ontario. Did it just shut down the music because you turned on the video?
It looks like a movie.
We're 11 minutes away from the Wolf Energy, so we'll reach there at 2:36. So Sudbury would be around 4. Are we behind or what?
Oops, my finger was on.
Okay. We are here for our gas, cheap gas. It's 10 cents cheaper than Toronto.
Your destination is on the right.
So we are now at Wolf Energy, and just gassed up, fueled up our extra 25-liter gas can, and now hopefully our next stop would be Sudbury. We'll take a stop at Sudbury and then re-evaluate our situation, because I'm getting some feedback from Ontario 511. There are road closures in Sudbury. I'll review what is the situation. If we do have to, then we will have to take the northern route. I think that's Highway 1. Yeah, so I haven't mapped Sudbury yet, so I think it's about 2.5 hour drive from here now. All right, so far, how much have we driven? We have driven 216 kilometers, only 3 hours. We have another almost 3,200 kilometers to go. Let's see. I'm slouching a little bit to show my face. It's 5:38 p.m. now. We just took a stop in Lively in Sudbury at Tim Hortons for our Maghrib and Isha break, and also to get refreshed. Got out all our snack packs, sandwiches and everything. It's kind of our hybrid dinner. Oh, we have the juice and everything ready for the next stop, which would be Sault Ste. Marie, and it shows about 286 kilometers, roughly 3-hour drive. We are all good for it. Inshallah, we will reach Sault Ste. Marie around around 9 p.m. if we don't take any stop in the middle. By the time we reach Thunder Bay, it would be tomorrow morning around Fajr time. So far the mileage is not bad in this Telluride, 10.5 liter per 100 kilometer. So we are averaging 10.5. We drove 446 kilometers, about 5.5 hours of driving. We'll give update again when we inshallah take another stop or in Sault Ste. Marie.
What are you doing? Yep, that's cool. How about you? What are you doing? From Tim Hortons? How do you feel?
Nauseous.
You feel nauseous? Really? Why? How many hours have we driven?
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours and you feel nauseous? We have 45 more hours to go.
Had to take a quick stop for washroom break. On the way to Sault Ste. Marie, Esso gas stop. This is where we stop. Not bad, calm and quiet. It feels like almost midnight, but it's not midnight. What's the time?
It's 6:50.
6:50. And we still have, I think, 2 hours to go, right? 2 hours to go. Yeah. But it's refreshing. Even this long drive, because we are taking short breaks, like every 2 hour or every 1.5 hour, it's not exhausting as like other trips I have done for fishing, going 4 hour or 3 hour drive.
No, it's exhausting,
One
but
go.
it does feel longer.
Sorry?
It's not exhausting, but it does feel a little bit longer.
This feels longer.
Yeah.
Well, this is longer. It's 49 hours, right?
Really funny. But yeah.
All right. We'll meet again in Sault Ste. Marie.
Feeling better.
gas station. It's an Esso. Cheaper gas. So taking a detour. And hopefully after that it will be somewhere in Wawa or White River. We're at Tim Hortons in Sault Ste. Marie. And it's already snowing. Feels nice. The temperature feels like spring. Unfortunately, all the Tim Hortons and gas stations all the way to Wawa and White River is closed overnight. They're all getting closed. Thankfully, I have my 25-liter gas can to substitute if I need gas, for which I will, because it's almost like 400 kilometers all the way up to White River. Let's see what happens. Heading towards Wawa and White River, inshallah. But unfortunately, by the time we will reach there, it will be midnight or past midnight. And it seems, according to Google Map, every single gas station over there along the way closes around 9 or 10 p.m., including Tim Hortons. So it's something I was not aware of, and I'm so thankful that alhamdulillah I bought that jerry can of 25 liters of gas.
Continue straight on Black Road.
And if I use it, it will take me all the way to Thunder Bay. But so weird that on Trans-Canada Highway, the gas stations and the shops, they all close. I guess the traffic is so low that it's not worth it for them to keep the business open. But at least maybe one or two of them should be open.
Continue on Black Road for 2
Anyways, that's what the reality is. So we'll stick to it. See you all in the next stop.
Oh, a car. Oh, a truck. Scary. There are no signs. Oh, there's something there. Western Road. That way.
We stopped over at Wawa to have a look, but really everything was like dead closed. Dead closed. Nothing was there. Everybody is sleeping, including the trucks over there were parked in and just sleeping through the night. And hopefully they will start early in the morning. So then we started for Nipigon, which would have been a 3.5-hour drive, but the gas tank didn't have enough, and I was prepared to get some from my reserve. But thankfully, when we came to White River, we are about like 10-15 minutes already away from White River. In White River, we found Esso at $1.57 per liter. So I filled up my gas tank, so I'm a bit relieved. So we're going to reach Nipigon around 4:45. Hopefully by then there might be something open to get freshen up again. So far it seems like everything is closed over there as well. So one good tip is that from Sault Ste. Marie to Nipigon is something one should ideally think about crossing during daytime. Especially during the day, it's a scenic drive. And if you have to get into nighttime, then better reach Nipigon by So we'll see you again at we'll be gone after 3 hours. We have reached Thunder Bay, filling up our tank and then heading towards Ignace. And on the way we have to pray Fajr. It's what? -18? It's -18.